YouTube. What's going on, family? It's your boy Elian, and by now you already know I had to bring you back another banger. Now this right here is some crazy gameplay. Y'all can't tell me y'all see people doing this. Look at, I'm using a 5.9 to ISO, 99 3-pointer, 99 pass act, 99 steal. You know what I mean? So I'm a little, I stopped. I was taking these meds and they were making me sleepy, so I stopped taking them. And now this thing is back. But anyways, back to the video, man. I want to show y'all what you can do with this. I don't know if you personally can do it. It all depends on, how good you are at the game. But I want to show you potential with this build. And as you can see, we're going up against straight vet. So it's not like we're going up against bunk, but I'm going to explain to y'all exactly what to do and how to ISO with a 5.9. And you see it. The first thing, understanding, like, you could play defense chicken wing, but your main thing with a 5.9 is your steal. So you really want to get passing lanes and quick plucks, right? Because if you try to use your body, they're gonna just run straight into you and go into the lane. 2K25, it's like you're not even there. So that's the defense portion. But you get stops, you get steals, man. Y'all gonna see, you get steals, you get stops from this build. It's a defensive menace ISO demigod build, man. But yeah, let's get into the video. But yeah, you see, first thing is, as a 5.9, what you want to do, especially on defense, you want to stop the transition offense. That's all you can really do, to be honest, is stop the transition offense, right? Because you're small. Anybody that gets the ball look, you're not, with this build, you're not getting plucked. You're seeing it. But yeah, anybody that's bigger than you and stronger than you is going to try to go straight at you. So you want to get really good with getting the plucks, man. Timing it correctly, learning where to reach. But the other thing on offense, you see the shots that I'm taking. The biggest thing is using your speed to your advantage, right? So you got to learn combo, you got to learn how to dribble, and you got to learn how to get open. Now, this game is a little bit broken. You can take some shots that are pretty, if you really get to know the game, you could take some shots that anybody could say is really not open. But if you understand the game and its mechanics, then you understand that shot is absolutely open. And oh my gosh, y'all see that? That's the Steph Curry layup package. So I'm trying to tell y'all, throw that on. Learn that floater game. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is a 5.9. I could dunk, but let's be realistic, right? You don't have contact dunks, so you're not catching bodies left and right. You trust me, I got clips where I've banged it on people. But I want to show y'all exactly how to space out. And look, y'all see how I'm playing. I'm not using no screen, nothing like that. It's just straight. I get the ball straight ice. Every now and then my teammate will set a screen just based off the position they're in, but everything is straight ISO. The first thing you want, or maybe I should say, this is after you've learned a combo and learn how to do move. The first thing you want to do is be able to space the floor, and I'll explain what I mean by space the floor, right? Unless you're going after screen, which again, this isn't about screen. We're not talking about screen. We're not talking about no L2 cheese. This is a straight ISO comp play. Like, you gotta be good. You gotta know how to use the sticks to do this on a 5.9, right? So you want to space the floor. You see that steal? That's exactly what I'm telling you about getting stops. And by spacing the floor, I mean your teammates need to be in the corner. You need as much room as possible when you're ISOing with a 5.9, because realistically, what you want to do, the main thing you want to do is get a 3-ball up. Right now, you're not gonna have that screen, so you need to really get in your bag and chain up the combos. Now, once you finish chaining up the combos at 5.9, you see it, chicken wing. You see it at 5.9. You gotta get that spacing correct, because you can chain up all the combos you want. But if that person is in front of you at 5.9, even with all these legend badges, you're not getting that shot off. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna get that shot off. So look, I gave him the pass, and he got that pluck because they've been, they're vets playing. But I give him the ball in a minute. What do you see me do? I move back to space out the floor. I space out the floor. I know I'm bound to get the ball back. It wouldn't make sense for me not to get the ball back. You know what I mean? I'm look how I'm cooking. But yeah, so spacing the floor is the most important thing. Passing to your teammate when they're open is the second. Chicken wing, you know I'm not missing that. And you see the shots that I'm taking. You gotta take smart shots. You know what I mean? And you know, there's obviously some shots I can't say everybody can hit. I know I can hit. So I'm taking those. You gotta take shots that you can hit. Space the floor and take those shots that you can hit when you're ISO on a 5'9". Now don't get me wrong. Sometimes your ISO on a 5'9", they won't let you shoot threes unless you're comfortable shooting from the half. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to learn how to use these layup packages, man. You could go for the dunk. I personally, I dunk all the time, but I don't like going for the dunk with the 5'9", only because a lot of times, if you're not in front, like when you're playing with these bigs, if you're not completely in front, and even when you are in front, they're gonna push you chicken. You see the type of three I'm taking. You see what I'm saying. You see it. You gotta know how to space and how to take the shots. But yeah, a lot of time when you're playing threes and you're playing with these vets, what they do is they have the big in the paint. And not that you can't get a dunk unless you're absolutely, you know what I mean, on a fast break. You're not gonna dunk on a 7-footer, right? So if you're ISOing, it's a little bit different. You gotta learn how to use that layup package, bro. You gotta learn how to do them floaters. Them floaters are lethal. Big stain in the paint, you eat them. Third thing I should say, you gotta, oh my gosh, you see the combo. You see the combo. Oh, I missed that third, but you see the combo and the spacing. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important when you're ISOing. People like, you can't ISO a fight. You can't even ISO in this game. But that, you see what I'm doing? I'm doing the impossible on this game, right? So back at it again. Look where I'm at on defense, right? I tried to go for the pluck. I didn't get the pluck right away. I went back to the 3-point line because that's what I could D. And that's not even D in the 3-point line, to be honest. I'm just looking for that lane steal, right? And you see that I'm using my teammate. At 5'9", when they start to double you, unless you're shooting a fade, you know what I mean, or you're crafty, you're not going to get a shot off, right? And, you know, the way I play, I like to ISO completely. So if I have two people on me, I'm 5'9", it's tough to ISO. The game's already hard for me how I have it set up. So having a 5'9" on top of that ISO with double team, this game, it's not happening, right? What I'm doing is damn near impossible as is. So yeah, you want to have the IQ and the vision. When your teammate is open, you're hitting them. And that's what's going to cause you to get more shots, because they're going to understand you're a point guard with IQ. Now they can't all just crowd up on you, because if they do, you're going to hit your open teammates. That is the biggest difference from ISOing and running in screen. You got to know when to hit your teammate. And look at this. The float game. That big is in the paint. It don't matter. As long as you get your float game down and you understand when to pull it out, bro, it's the 5'9" is broken. It is absolutely broken. You have the quickest jump shot with that. And you see me playing defense, right? And you're seeing what I'm doing. I'm going for plucks. I know he'll just shoot right. If they can shoot, they'll shoot right over you, man. But that's not defense ain't your main priority. You get to get some stops. Yank, my gosh. But that's not your main priority. But look at this ISO movement. Look at this. Look at this. Straight into the floater. You seeing it like, yeah, I go for the 3. That's your number one option, right? You're small, you 5'9". That's the number one option. But when you're ISOing, it's different. Sometimes you're not going to be able to get that 3 ball because all they're defending is the 3. They're not even really paying attention because they know they can't keep up with you, right? So look, I got myself open to the 3 and I didn't shoot that. I said it to my teammate. Why? Because that right there is going to give me enough spacing to get that 3 off. And even if he was with me, that right there gives me enough spacing to start ISOing it again. Right back to the combos. And if, like I said, if you know your combos, it's unguardable. And I keep saying I'm going to come out with the tutorial and I haven't, but like y'all see, my voice is getting, you know, back to what it was. So as I'm getting better, I'll drop it. But the sigs I'm using is a Steph Curry escape. Right now I'm using the Darius Garland step back, the Jamal Murray aggressive combo. Boy, that if you get that pack, you see how I move with it and you understand how to do it. It's lethal. It is lethal. You have your defenders looking silly, looking crazy, looking goofy out there. But this is what I'm talking about. If you just saw that, he just ran straight through me and did that layup, right? That's 9 times out of 10 if you're not getting a pluck. You know what I mean? So that's why you want to go for the pluck. But look at it. Look how I'm moving. Look at the ISO movement. Come on. Look. Easy. Learn the layup package. If you don't learn your layup package as a 5'9" and you solely depend on your dunking, it's gonna be, you will never ISO. You might as well not have interior, to be honest with you. This build, like I said, you know, I dropped the tour in the build. Got a 99. Right now it's a 94, but Cap Baker goes to 99 layup. Learn to use that float game. That changes the whole game up with a 5'9", right? But yeah, you see what I'm doing, and this is really what I wanted to you know, showcase and bring you. A lot of people talk about 5'9s are bad, or you can't, defense liability, and I mean, yeah, in certain aspect, yeah, it is defense liability, right? You can't play defense on all 5 or all 4 positions. Nah. However, on offense, then you seen I try to go for that little floater again and I miss. But yeah, man, I was just trying to end the game at that point. I thought I was tired or whatever. I don't really know. But y'all see it, man. This is the 5'9" ISO demigod. This is one of the most broken builds in the game. Like and subscribe for more video. Y'all have a blessed one. Yo, 2.